Welcome back to the shop, two-stroke turbo fans. We're in a corner of the shop that isn't used a lot. We had 4 inches of rain, flooding in the last, 36 hours? And apparently the shop was leaking. So this was all flooded. I'm sweeping and mopping up and vacuuming up the damages. It's just one more thing, I guess. This is the week between Christmas and New Year's. I'm closed, trying to get caught up for the new year, trying to get my New Year's resolutions all in line, trying to get all these little cars fixed up before the first of the year. That's not going to happen. But I just wanted to let you know what was going on. I try to post a daily vlog, and I guess today's no different. I finished up the Jeep yesterday during that big storm that knocked power out and dumped a ton of rain. And what are we doing? Oh yeah, we're working on this van. This is my Chinese clone of a Suzuki Every, but it's the Chinese version, and I don't know why I like this thing, but I do. It's very useful, and it was really reliable until, well, I should say, I painted it. I put a bunch of effort into it, fixed the rust, gave it a nice paint job. It looks really good. The gray, what do they call that? Honda, I want to say Soul Crystal, but that's not right. It has metallic. I put some pigmented flake in there. That's called a prism. It's very fine. You can only see it on sunny days. It really pops. It's really nice. But straighten the whole thing. Somebody had used a crowbar to open this door, so I had to fix all that. It's been pretty reliable, getting back to what I was saying, until I took my daughter and her little girlfriend out to the movies for a date night, and it stranded us, and I was kind of upset. The battery died, me trying to crank it, and took the whole car apart, trying to figure out what was wrong. There was a wire in a connection that went to the fuel injectors way down in here. Still can't believe I found it. It's the blue connection right there. I pulled that out of the multi-pin harness and found that was melted and fixed it, and then got my dash working, got my gas gauge working, got the check engine light working, even the brake light works. Check this out. So the this light right here is the parking brake. If I turn the parking brake off, that light goes out, back on. It never had any of those lights, never had any gauges that worked at all except for the speedometer. So I redid the soldering. There was a fire behind the dash at one point in time. So I'm pretty stoked on that. But I had the dash out and I was like, the dash is ugly. The seats are ugly. The console between the seats is really ugly. So I put all the work into painting the van on the outside, and it looks really good. I like the way it looks. It's missing the chrome bar that's supposed to come up from right there and kind of hoop around. I don't know where to find that. But I put some Honda 13-inch Civic wheels on it. They look great. It runs, drives fine. It's fuel injected, 4-speed with drum brakes all around. I'm not sure the year. I think it's a 2000. I don't know. Left-hand drive. It's 797 cc's. It's an ex-military vehicle. Fairly rare, I believe. So getting back to the dash. Got the dash all pulled out. I figured out, why not paint it? So I'm going to scuff it down. This is cheap plastic that scratches really easily. I'm going to sand it, probably use Bulldog plastic paint adhesion promoter on it, and see if I can fix the cracks. There's some cracks in the plastic. It's just completely sun-baked. See if I can make the dash look a lot better, and I think I can. So that's what's going on. I'm going to see if I can get this at least in primer, maybe today. I hope. What else can we do today? What else is... Oh. Here comes Shop Dog Stella. That's the one part of my life that's not in chaos. Or is it? Do you want to go for a ride in the little van, Stella? No. You just want to go right outside. Stella likes making an appearance on YouTube sometimes. She knows she's got friends and followers out there. Kind of close up there, Stella. Kind of close. You want your eyes scratched? Oh, you like that. You really like that. That's a good girl. Okay, let's go do something. Stella's bored, looking for something to do. We got an open bay in the shop. It's starting to rain again. Probably going to rain a couple more inches. That's just what we need. I'm in the cleaning mode. In other words, trying to get the whole shop organized of all my clutter from the last 24 years, and my lot decluttered from about the same amount of time. And this particular car right here is just a sore spot in my peripheral. It just looks bad. It's hard to move. It's a theft recovery. It's my own truck that got stolen. I don't know if you're aware, but I sold it to a customer, and she had it a couple months, and even though she took precautions, it still got stolen and was completely trashed by the thief who used it to steal ATMs from banks, and he just completely trashed the thing. So I want to get it in and see if I can vacuum it out a little bit, clean it, just so that the feeling is gone. I got to suck up all the broken glass, the water. That's all water. The graffiti, just it just kills me. So he used cables to yank out the ATMs, put the ATM in the back of the truck, and then apparently slammed on his brakes. The ATM smashed the back of the cab. Now the doors don't shut because the cab is completely smashed from the back. But this would make a great swap, another chassis swap. I got to put something down so I can sit without getting a wet butt. Chassis swap. It's got a frame on it. I can find an old car. I can drive this in without getting wet, and it runs good. It's got some engine noises that weren't there before. But nothing works anymore. The wipers don't work. The horn does work. The brakes are soft. Turn signals don't work. Mirrors are broken. I just got to get this thing kind of in better shape. It'll make me feel better. See if I can get in the shop. Oh, the water's just coming out of the bed. I can hear it. So let's get it here. We can clean it up a little bit. Stella, you like this old truck. I bought this truck 30 years ago. See if we can clean it up a little bit and make something of it. I think it'd be kind of cool to pop the bed off, pop the cat off, and pop another body on it. Give this thing a new lease on life. And it'll get rid of the bad karma of it being stolen and dented, and my ego. Maybe I need a little ego boost. I just gotta find a car with about the same wheelbase to pop on this thing. I think it'd be kind of cool. Well, let's start with the small things and see if we can get the wipers working. That'd be great. That way I can move it around better. Oh, I know what my New Year's resolution is. It's just to pet my dog. Oh, Stella, you like that. Happy New Year's, everyone. Enjoy what you got.